Hello everybody and welcome back to part 2 of the row of English, British, UK-ish terrace houses, and we're working on the first one, which is the end terrace. As you will see as we go through, my thought behind this one was older person. I imagined it to be very much probably somebody that's lived in the house for a very long time. Maybe, an old age pensioner bought the house when they were first married, either a single person or a couple that lived there. So it's decorated that way. Based loosely on a mixture of grandparents and the old lady that lives next door to me on her house. My grandmother is obsessed with decorating her house, so it no longer looks like this. But there's elements to it, which I'll get to when we get there. A bit more that I found out about, because in my first video, which if you haven't seen, I'll pop a card at the end, or a link or something to it. Which, if you haven't watched it, if you want it, that'd be really nice if you could. You don't have to. I can't tell you what to do, but that'd be nice. And I've lost my train of thought now. Hold on, it will come back. I swear, my memory terrible. Oh yes, so something that I learned from watching just another Let's Play of somebody else that had the roommate system, because in the first video I said that obviously you could use the lot, make one sim and then use roommates. Apparently you have to make food for them and stuff, and you all share a fridge, and obviously we don't know what's going on with the post box. So Sims team, if you could just do something really cool, like making it so we can build things like this, or our own apartments outside of San Myshuno, and is that what it's called? San Myshuno. Is that what it is? And then whatever. And then we could just do this like we could in the Sims 2 apartment life. That'd be brilliant. Because then you wouldn't have to worry about them, and you've got neighbours right next door. You could even blank them out like it does in city living. Obviously you can see their apartment sometimes, but you can't see their apartment all the time. That'd be cool. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Yep. So anyway, we're going through the bathroom. I do change it, which you'll see in the screenshots, but I didn't record it because I changed it when I was playtesting it and I didn't record that. So it just didn't work in the layout that it was, because I forgot that you can't put anything over the top of bathtubs, like where the taps are, otherwise they can't use them. And I did think it might just be that basket that I put on the floor, but it turns out it was the whole toilet. So I had to change it. Reason why there's no shower, I don't know any old people that have a shower. There you go. Don't know any old person in the world that has a shower. Every older person that I know bathes in a bath. That might not be true for the old people that you know, but it is for me. So then we're moving on to what would be the second bedroom, the spare bedroom. Vaguely based off what my grandmother calls her back bedroom. It is a bed and then wardrobes for days, where she stores all of the old random clothes or new clothes that she buys and then forgets she has and then does nothing with. I don't believe can use the clothing rack that will eventually replace that dresser. It was only when I was editing it that I thought I could have done this slightly different. But the grand thing about stuff like this is, if you go onto the gallery when I finally finish it and get it on there, you can do what you like with it. Oh, here's me having a window change as well, because I decided that all the windows were too low, which is fair, as they were too low. I don't know about other parts of the world, but our windows don't tend to be as low as I put them in the UK. One thing, I'm rambling again, sorry, this is quite common. For those of you that are new, this is quite common on things where I have to do voiceovers. I have to get everything out really fast, otherwise I'll forget what I'm going to say, because I'm useless. But yeah, the one thing that I would really like is windowsills. Once again, I'm not sure about other parts of the world, but obviously in the UK we have windowsills things that you can put things on. When, you know, cats, flowers, photo frames, candles, all that stuff. Wouldn't it be nice if we had some windows that allowed stuff like that? Once again, just saying. Maybe one day. They seem to be, the vibe I'm getting is that now they've got the core packs out. Like, you know, the Holy Trinity, we could say. Seasons, cats and dogs, and university. I think they are looking to make changes like that. Like, make gameplay better. But you never know. That's just basing it off, obviously, the survey. They could do absolutely nothing with it. It depends what other people said. I think sometimes the loudest people are not always the people with the most popular opinion. So we don't know. Just choosing a bed here. One thing I have realised is I decorate all my houses the same, which is partly why I did this, because that's 5 different houses that I can decorate all differently, but they are generally the same. And it's really hard to find furniture that I like, because I hate it all. But that's the fun of it. You could always, if you wanted to, that'd be quite cool. You could just take the outside of it, delete everything inside and do what you like. And then let me know what it looks like and we'll have a look. You could do 5 terrace houses yourself. You could do apartments, 1 big house. You could do what you like, honey. That's the fun of this game. Creativity. I also, when I was doing the screenshots, I noticed that those photos above the bed were a bit low, so I moved them. And then I didn't save it. Because I did the screenshots after I'd already done the house and saved it and gone off it and gone back on it. So I will, if I remember when I go back in to do the next one, I will go back in and move them up. If not, sorry again. Just watching it reused. There's a lot of pictures of butterflies. I like to think that maybe they were done by grandchildren. Because I remember when I was really little, I used to do really random pictures and then put them in frames and gave them to my granny. So maybe some people did as well. You don't know. I was quite proud of myself though, that normally when I'm doing builds as well, I find everything apart from what I want. And so I lose the train of thought. But with this, I was quite good actually. So that's all the upstairs done, so now we're moving downstairs. Quite controversial. I started with the bathroom and worked backwards, but I had to have time to think. Problem is with little houses like this, obviously they're smaller than some people would like to build with, and what am I trying to say? But even people with smaller builds, they would probably do a completely different layout. So it's quite difficult to see. We're almost there. Well, we're not almost there, but we're getting there. I went with this. I'm not as offended by this wallpaper as some people seem to be. I personally wouldn't have it in my house, but I'm not bothered by it. I think it's quite fitting for the look that I went for, but then I also probably do use it a lot. So maybe that's a me issue and not an everybody else issue. These sofas as well give me real good old people vibes. Apologies if anybody has sofas similar to this and you're not an old person. They just do. There's something quite dated about them. I think the Sims maybe need something magical in their lives, like, you know, the blessed IKEA pack of The Sims 2. Just something a bit more, you know, modern. I feel some of the stuff's really dated, and there's only so many times I can use like the tiny living stuff, which is my favourite. I did give them a little like Alexa kind of thing once again, because I think that's something quite cute that this old couple, they've been given it by a relative or, you know, grandchild or something, and they don't really use it. I thought it was quite cute for them to have and quite funny. Sorry, my screen's just gone off, so now I don't know. Oh, we're back. Your screen obviously hopefully won't have gone off, but mine did because I haven't moved my mouse in 3 seconds, so it had to shut off. They're just putting some pictures in. All old people have pictures in their house. Look at those. Black and white photos as well of back in the day. I don't know what pack those pictures come from. Maybe it's Get Together. Or maybe they're base game. I don't know. I can't remember, and I didn't see them when I was doing them. Also, I know we're going to get I don't know I'm going to get a comment, but just for people to be aware, I don't know what part of the world some of you people are from. That sounded meaner than I meant it to be. But we put, in the UK, generally, our washing machines are in our kitchen. And that's exactly where these people's washing machines are and where everybody else's washing machines will be. Sorry, hens. It's just a life. And I also replaced, if you didn't see, the bathroom floor with lino, which is a classic in the UK. I think I currently have lino in my bathroom at the moment because we've not got around to replacing it. It's just, one of them things. The kitchen is also very vaguely based off my granny's kitchen, but on a smaller scale. She's got quite a large kitchen diner, but we're in up two down here, not a 3-bed semi, so we don't get that. We get what we've got. Also, it does annoy me that the cabinets do that, the bottom ones, but I couldn't think of a way to fix it, so I do apologise. Maybe could have put a half wall in, but I also didn't. And I hate it when that happens when you're editing, and then you realise that you could have done something different and you didn't. But that's life, I guess, and we laugh and learn, and we go on with life. Some cakes as well, because... What? Old lady don't have cakes? I put this behind the TV just to fill the space, and because once again it's something that my grandmother has. She has ornaments behind her television. I think they're there because that's where it's safest, and obviously because we're in jolly old Blighty, a tea kettle. I would prefer... I'm sure electric kettles are a thing in America. I'm sure some people owns an electric kettle. So it'd be nice if we could get something like that, so they can make hot drinks with that, rather than those massive coffee pots or that random tea thing. Just a little electric kettle would be nice. And also a grandfather clock, because, once again, of all people that I know have them. And that's just a fact of life. There you go. There was a lot of moving around then, sorry. I realised because they are the end terrace, they could have windows on the side as well. That's quite common, where obviously if you're one of the poor people in the middle of terraces, you've got windows at your front and your back, and that's all you've got. Not a lot of natural light. And we are... I need to start, sorry, going off on a tangent, memorising the names of things, because when I'm trying to find stuff I have to scroll all the way through. It would just be really easy if I could just search it and it would come up, but who knows all the names of all of the stuff? Not me, hen. Here we go, having a little look around. What am I doing? Oh, washing machine. Washing machines are really difficult to find. I don't know if that's just me. We went with a washer dryer, even though they do have a clothesline at the back, because it does rain. That's where we are. Don't know what I'm doing here again. Oh, I was trying to... No, I wasn't. I'm painting now. This colour that I use here, I know the brown. I know there is a paint swatch of the full wall without the tile. Where? because I know it's there because I've seen it. It's in one of the pre-built rooms from university. I cannot find it. I only wanted the kitchen bit to have tiles. But do you think I can find it? No, lost. So I will admit I gave up. But that's pretty much it, guys. We're just putting some drapes in on the, not red, obviously, we went for a greeny colour. That's the build pretty much done. I have provided you a selection of screenshots which you can peruse once the video has finished. That includes all the rooms plus the garden, so you can see the full effect there. Same light as in the toilet there. I forgot. Sorry. Can't expect too much. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you stick around for the others. I hope you go and watch. God, that painting's close to the ceiling. I hope you go and watch the previous video and the rest of the stuff follow. As I said, I'm going to do one per house to show the different styles. If you've got any suggestions, let me know, because I haven't done any of them yet. So we can collaborate ideas. This is the improved bathroom. But apart from that, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening to me ramble, because I never know what to say during these things, but I like talking my thoughts. I keep holding the microphone in my hand as well because the cat keeps headbutting it and it makes a worse noise than normal. But I love you all. Thank you and good night.